credit to Jesse, but I mean, a back-and-forth game, battled hard. Your thoughts on that one?
Well, I think that's kind of like how we're going to have to win this year. We play that defensive battle, and it's going to be a battle right to the fourth quarter, and can go either way. And that's a good learning curve for our young guys to be in those kind of scraps that go back and forth. There's penalties and adversity, and then they stuck up for each other, and we just stuck with it, and we got rewarded at the end.
Seeing a guy like Harrison Matsuoka score that first goal, what was that like?
Yeah, it was really good. Harry's just a really good teammate. We had a tough decision to make on the roster, and Harry was the ultimate professional, ultimate teammate, really, and just said whatever you guys need me to do. And then we ended up making a move for Leclerc to Buffalo, and it opened up from Harry, and we're all kind of pulling for him. And for him to score that goal, it's almost meant to be. It's great.
You said pre-season that transition goals were going to be a thing you're going to like to see. I mean, that was the case today. It really helped you.
Yeah, we need them. We do. They were built from the back end out with a very athletic defense, and we made some systematic changes this year. And obviously Delbs is our backbone, but anytime you can push the ball up and down the floor, and it doesn't always have to be in the net. You get the row guys chasing 200 feet. It makes them tired for later. So we possessed the ball pretty good for the most part, and utilized one of our biggest assets, which is our athleticism and transition out the back end.
Dan Taylor was a bit quiet, but how big was that game-winning goal and coming in clutch there?
Yeah, Dan Taylor's one of my favorite guys. He's, I said in the room to the guys that, he wasn't on the first or second power play this year, and he didn't say a word. He just stood there and he cheers the guys on in the shoot around in the practice, and he's like, Mouse, I'll show you. I still got it. And as that game went on, he's so intelligent, and you start pulling for a guy like that, and then. I've always, year after year, if a guy's going to put that effort in, you got to be smart enough to see him and reward him with those minutes during the game. And as the game went on, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we started putting Danny out more and more and more, just making really good veteran decisions. Our young guys, they squeezed it a little bit up there, and Danny was that good presence, and standing right in the middle of the floor and got that huge goal for us. So the guys are super happy, and it's great for a veteran guy like that to get rewarded for all his hard work and team selflessness.
You talked about Delbs being the backbone, but 40 saves on 49 shots. Just what does he mean to this squad?
He's everything, really. Like, they're not doing the Roberto Luongo and putting a C on him, but he's great. Like, he holds guys accountable during the week. He's in great shape. He's been training on the road. He's taken his job very seriously. He knows that we've made some changes up front, and he needs to pick up his game. And he didn't think he had a good season last year by his standards. I won't argue with him. I thought he could have been a bit better. He was good late for us when we went on that run, but this year he's just been outstanding, and he's got a great voice in the room. He's just a good person too. Like, guys gravitate to him. He says funny stuff all the time, but when you got a guy like that he's so calm. And I've always said, like, you talk about mental fortitude in that position, it's the best guys have it, and that's why he is one of the best guys. That mental fortitude is unrivaled. There's a reason why we're in every game and we're in every fight.
Your words on
Well, I said before the season that, I want him to elevate his time into a secondary left. And, I want him to be better. And if I don't reward him with minutes and I don't give him that power play time and extra time on the floor, how can he transition into the number 2 left? And so we started rewarding him with that. And he plays in the middle of the floor. He's physical. He's dirty. Dirty in the fact that he creates space for his teammates, and it's not easy in there. And he takes a 5 in the third quarter. And we said at the half that we got to bail that guy out because he's usually the first guy in the pile for everybody else. And I watched him play junior lacrosse. He's a beast out there. And now he just got to believe in himself that he can do it with men. And we had a good chat in Brampton in the preseason, and he stepped right up.